Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about The Crow, City of Angels, and I gotta tell you that I just rewatched this movie yesterday and I am just so happy that this movie exists. Now, obviously The Crow, City of Angels is a sequel to the original Crow from 1995, and it follows a story of Ash, a mechanic that due to gang violence he lost his son, and it is just a tragic story, and it is so amazing as a Crow movie. And it's also really tragic the way this movie came out, the way this movie was just completely destroyed by Harvey Weinstein, and all that. It's just so tragic. And the story of this movie is again about Ash, a mechanic that works in the City of Angels, which is this movie version of Los Angeles, right? And I really do like the change of the setting here. The original Crow, there's a lot of rain, just a lot of darkness overall. In this one, in City of Angels, it's much more about smoke, about broken glass that's everywhere, about like this yellowish lighting. It is all just really, really beautiful, and it looks beautiful. The City of Angels here looks mesmerizing, and it is mainly due to the fact that the original team that worked on the original Crow also worked on the sets of City of Angels. So it looks beautiful, and it just looks amazing. Everything about this movie just looks beautiful. The sets are just so mesmerizing. It is just this beautifulness of broken things. It's amazing. It's amazing. And again, Ash, portrayed by Vincent Perez. Vincent Perez is amazing in this movie as Ash. He's very different from, Brendan Lee's portrayal of the Crow, and he's amazing. He's amazing in the movie. He's very charismatic. He's just so awesome to watch, and he's really great. Also, Sarah is in this movie, all grown up. She moved from Detroit to the City of Angels, after the fact that her mother OD'd, and so she decided to move from the city where, she basically grew up, and she moved to the City of Angels. And she's all grown up. She took, the Eric's tragedy mask with her, and also the cat that I forgot the name of. But, it's amazing to see her again, all grown up. And immediately she has these visions of, someone coming back from the dead. And this time it's not Eric, but it is Ash. And, it's amazing. The sequence where he basically gets resurrected, that whole sequence is just so amazing. The way he just bursts out of the water. It is just mesmerizing to watch, and it is so awesome. Yeah, man, this movie is just so great, and it just makes me so mad that it was like destroyed. In the editing. It's just sad. But yeah, Sarah is amazing in this movie. Obviously, she's not portrayed by the same actress because she's a lot older here. But yeah, she's amazing in this movie. Also, Iggy Pop is in this movie. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk about, that the gang here that's responsible for Ash's death and his son's death is so much cooler here than in the original Crow. And that's nothing against the original Crow's villains. I think they are awesome. But here you get some amazing, just awful people, and Iggy Pop, a famous rocker. He's like the main villain here. Not the main villain, but he's, one of the villains here. And he's awesome. He gives this amazing, chilling performance. And all the gang members here have such, like, an entertaining personality to them. They are awesome. Like, that's one of the things that I absolutely adore about the Crow City of Angels is the gang members here having, like, these amazing personalities to them. Yeah, I just really do like this movie, and it is a tragedy that the movie ended up being just this box office disaster. Well, it wasn't a complete disaster, but, people just thought that it's just this cheap rehash of the original movie, which, you know, this cut is, you know, just a cheap knockoff of the original, but the original cut of City of Angels is much more deep, you know, it's much more interesting, because the original cut of City of Angels is a 160-minute long tale of love and death, you know. This final cut, this theatrical cut, is just like 84 minutes long, you know. This movie is like very short. It feels extremely short, and it feels rushed because of the fact that it was just cut down, you know. Also, the ending of the movie, the original ending, is just so much better than what we actually got. The original ending, obviously, Sarah, spoilers if you care, Sarah gets killed. Eric doesn't die. He's forced to live and roam the earth as this ghost, you know, forever. And that's haunting. And it's a very different ending than the first Crow movie, right? Where Eric actually dies and, you know, he actually sees his fiancée again, you know, Shelley. And that's awesome. But this ending, the ending of City of Angels, is much more dark. It is much more sinister. It's much more poetic, you know, in a way that he's just forced to roam the earth for, you know, forever as this ghost. That's awesome. But again, the ending that we got in the City of Angels is again very similar to the one of the original Crow, where Ash dies, and, you know, we see him with Sarah and also his son in the afterlife, right? So the ending is much more similar to the one of the original. So yeah, I mean, again, I love this movie. I do love City of Angels, and yeah, this cut, this Frankenstein cut, is bad. It's not good. It feels rushed. It doesn't feel, nothing feels earned in the movie. But you can still see the greatness, you know, somewhere. You know, you can still see that the greatness is there. And some scenes are amazing. You know, the scene where he goes to bury his son. That's tragic. That's tragic, but it is an amazing scene. The scene where he gets resurrected. That's an amazing scene. So there are a lot of good things, you know, here. But again, this, you know, I recommend watching City of Angels and just, you know, thinking about it more than what it actually shows you, because again, this is not the version that we were supposed to see, and we can all thank to Harvey Weinstein for that. But yeah, amazing movie. I love City of Angels. Vincent Perez is amazing as Ash, and the atmosphere of this Los Angeles is amazing. The smoke, the yellow lighting, the broken glass everywhere. It's just mesmerizing, and it is awesome. So thank you so much for watching. This was my sort of like review of City of Angels and sort of look back. I love this movie. I really do, and I want to know your thoughts about this movie. Like, what do you like about the movie? If you enjoyed it at all, or if you just hate it, I want to know. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and bye.